You're used to dating in the way that you did before you were a Christian, but now you are a Christian and you're like, what am I doing and how do I do this? Hello my darlings and welcome to the Salt YouTube channel. My name is Ray. Let's have a chat and make yourself a nice drink. I've got a coffee today because I just need a bit of extra caffeine. So a little while ago I heard of a lad who was dating lots of women in the same congregation, and I've heard of this happen actually a few times. But basically this guy, he was leaving a trail of broken hearts. Just not a great situation, and I think that can happen a lot sometimes. Some of the time I think it can happen because we probably don't talk about how to date well in church. So this guy, he's breaking hearts, okay, he's in the church. It got me thinking, how do you date if you've just become a Christian, but you're used to dating in the way that you did before you were a Christian, but now you are a Christian and you're like, I suppose some people are like, what am I doing and how do I do this? And suddenly you're, sex before marriage is a thing. Suddenly I've got to think about marriage and if I, even want to be married. Just your values change, I guess. So I suppose, how do you bridge from one place to the other? What if you don't know if you agree with the whole sex before marriage thing? What if you're reading the Bible and you're just like, I really don't get this and I don't know if I believe it. On top of that, there's actually nothing really about dating in the Bible, but there is everything in the Bible about the kind of person that we should aspire to be. One of my favourite Bible verses that's actually tattooed on me is in 1 John, and it says, perfect love casts out fear. As we get filled with God's love, fear comes out. Maybe a lot of in today's culture, when it comes to dating and sex, it's coming from a place of fear. So there can sometimes be a motivator to date from a place of, I need it to fill the void in my life. But as we get filled with God and his love, that transforms us. So we've got a transformation happening, and then we're reading the Bible and we're getting inspiration. If we really actually debunk the way that we're kind of told to date, by example, in society, in the reality TV shows, the dating shows, Married at First Sight, who's seen that program, just in society, it's all kind of about me, myself and I. It's not actually very wholesome. I actually do want to ask, for some of us, do we need to actually just be single for a bit? Because sometimes if we've been like dating and we haven't had a break from that now, and then you've become a Christian now, actually for some of us it might be really, really cool to just take a break from dating. We're always going to be working our faith out, working out something with God. But I think if there's stuff tied up with dating, or it's a bit of an Achilles heel, you go to dating to make yourself feel like worthy or beautiful or just better about yourself, I would definitely have a break and work your faith out. And especially if you've become a Christian and you don't know if you believe that sex is worth waiting until marriage, or you're not sure what you think about marriage, or maybe the commitment of marriage scares you, I would, again, stay single, work your faith out, and just do a deep dive into the Bible. Have some good old meaty Bible studies about marriage. Ask God, why have you said this in the Bible? Talk to people in your church, leaders that you think are epic and you really trust them. Work it out. Another tip that I have is to invest into yourself and get healthy emotionally, because at the end of the day, healthy men and women do not leave a trail of trauma and pain behind them. Period. A part of getting healthy might actually be taking time to learn, what is masculinity? What does it mean to be a man? I heard this phrase the other day that I quite like, and it said, boys take, men build. Men in masculinity A real man is a provider. He builds with his hands. He brings value. And that is who you are, men. That is who you are. Maybe some guys who are dating in church, they don't even know how valuable they are as a man. And taking some time to get healthy in your masculinity, or your femininity, of course, is will be a really, really rich investment and really empowering as well. That is such a cheesy Christian phrase, know your why, but it's really helpful. Know your why. There was a point, and it was kind of like in between when I was like thinking about becoming a Christian but wasn't quite ready to commit to Jesus kind of vibe. I didn't know my identity without a relationship, guys. So my why was a pretty weak why. It was a pretty sandy foundation. When I really put Jesus first in my life, and it took some time to be single, which I found like really hard but also amazing, because I really encountered God in that time, because then finally God had some space to really do some deep work. Then when after that time, I started dating people, and it was in such a different way than before. Like, it just completely, my perspective was different, and I started and I went on dates of really godly guys that were really, really good guys. It was healthy compared to the way I dated before, because I knew my relationship with Jesus was the most important thing. I knew my identity, I knew who I was, I knew my values, my convictions, who I am. I was okay being alone. Dating for me, it wasn't an escapism at that point. It was because I actually am at the point where I am quite open to meeting the person that I get married to and that I build a future with. So my why was way different. So I suppose have a look at what is your why. Why? What was that? I don't know. I don't know. Those are my thoughts. So let me know what you think. What do you think about this? I would love to hear it. I just want to send so much love to you watching this video. Comment down below a lemon emoji if you have tuned in to the end of this video. Okay guys, love you, peace, see you soon.